My name is Jeff Hensley. I spent 21 years as a fighter pilot in the Navy and did a couple of tours to Iraq. Hooves for Heroes is a program that builds on EQUEST's sort of core competency of providing these equine-assisted activities, but they're stretching outside to a new population, working with vets and their families. I think that everybody that comes back from overseas struggles to some extent to fit back in. Counseling, it's got a real stigma attached to it, and I think that a traditional counseling setting is very intimidating for a vet. A lot of times it's difficult for them to admit that they need help. With equine-assisted activities, it kind of comes in under the radar. It gives them an opportunity to get help in an atmosphere that's not telling them, hey, you're broken. You know, there's something wrong with you. It's much more like, you know what, this is a good physical activity, we're working with horses, let's get out and let's have some fun with this. The Hooves for Heroes provides three very unique activities for veterans, and it bases them on the individual, what each veteran needs. There's therapeutic horsemanship, which is riding. It's actually getting up on the horse and experiencing the thrill of being on a horse and riding. Hippotherapy is physical therapy done on horseback with either a physical therapist or an occupational therapist, and that would be for those veterans with physical disabilities. The third component is equine facilitated psychotherapy, which is a form of counseling that works with a horse as a partner to help facilitate emotional wellness. There also is a licensed professional counselor and a horse specialist that help the veteran to explore issues that would be difficult for them to do in a traditional office setting. The horses provide some benefits to the veterans, the clients out here, that they really can't find in other places. I think one of the most important is that it provides many vets who are dealing with emotional numbing, some of the trauma of being in combat, gives them a chance to bond in a safe way, to form an authentic relationship with a horse, you know, with another being in a way that is maybe difficult for them with loved ones and families after they've been overseas and they've lost people. Another benefit that comes from the equine-assisted activities is the physical piece of it. Those warriors who come home and have physical injuries or challenges, being on the back of the horse offers them the chance to sort of build up that core strength that they have, to regain their balance and to learn to use their limbs, their body again. One of the other pieces that veterans really miss, I think, when they come home is that sense of camaraderie that we had when we were overseas. That's not limited to the vets, it's also the families. The families that were part of military families often don't have that support anymore. The program here, the Hooves for Heroes program, offers a socialization piece which is really unique and I think makes this program stand out in a way that's it's very beneficial to veterans and their families as well. Most of the volunteers here at EQUEST are military themselves or family members of military, and so that's also hugely important for veterans who may have a difficult time reaching out for help, knowing that they're going to be surrounded by people who get them and understand and provide that safe atmosphere. You know, that's something unique to our program. You know, we're all stakeholders when it comes to successfully reintegrating veterans back into our society. Vets, they've got all the strengths that we need to come back and to be productive members of our communities. But if we're not providing them that transitional assistance, that little bit of help they need to find their core strengths again, then we all lose. The post-9/11 vets don't have a lock on reintegration. You know, it really is something that vets of all eras struggled with. And so providing the help that we do out here with the Hooves for Heroes program to all of those vets is unique. And you know, vets are vets. You know, they love being around each other, they get each other. In an environment like this, it's therapeutic for everybody. As helpful as it is to ride and be on a horse, it's just as therapeutic and helpful to do the ground stuff. You know, you just being around the horse and grooming him or doing some of the joining up exercises in the round pen, I mean, that really cements the bond between the vet and his horse. Vets are dealing with issues when they come home, but so are their families. They are typically the forgotten ones in the whole reintegration piece. The Hooves for Heroes program focuses on the families as well, and so we're about setting the veterans up for success and by including their families. I think all of us have a lot of distractions in our lives, and it can get in the way of the quality of our life. And I'm no different, I have them too, but every time I go out there and I ride, those are gone. I'm concentrating on what I'm doing, I'm focused, and I'm living in the moment, you know, just like the horse.